Welcome back to The Art of Hobbiness. I'm Erin, joined by my lovely co-host, Tam.
Hi.
And today we're going to talk about a hobby we did together. We've been working on it for a couple months, really.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a whole roller coaster of things, so we have a lot to talk about. So me and Tam recently learned to play mahjong, which I think that said it right finally. And so it's been a really fun journey. We, I just want to talk about a little bit how it started.
Yeah, you should. I really think it's important.
So not something me and Tam had ever experienced at all, mahjong. So it's making a resurgence in a lot of cities, it seems like. And very kindly, a company called Bambird in Dallas, Meredith and Robin, reached out to us and said, asked if we'd like to learn how to play mahjong. And we said, absolutely, this sounds really fun. So we got some of their tile sets that are absolutely beautiful. And if you've never heard of them, definitely check them out, Bambird Boutique. And they have a lot of really cool, just aesthetic tiles. So we'll talk a little more about that in a minute later. But and then locally, we met with a teacher in St. Louis, Allie, with Magpie Mahjong, and we did a lesson, like a hands-on lesson with her, which highly recommend that as well.
If you're going to learn mahjong, absolutely hire a tutor first.
Yes. We were going in completely blind, had no experience, and she did a fantastic job. So, not plugging them for any reason other than that we both, they really both are amazing.
Incredibly kind.
Absolutely. So, it's been such a fun journey. I feel like we started talking about doing this like months ago, and here we are finally having an episode about it. And there's so much to talk about. I had no idea it's complicated. Yeah. But really fun once you figure it out. And I think, too, the aesthetic of it and the community of it and, the social aspect, there's so many cool things about this game that I definitely want to, talk about and keep and continue to use this or utilize this as a hobby. So, yeah.
You do actually want to keep doing it as a hobby?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I do.
I was actually very curious I've been really wanting to pick your brain about your experience with it.
Sure.
Because, well, we know that I'm the resident hobbyist in this podcast, right? And so I was, one, just really excited to do the hobby. Two, excited to do it with you. And then three, excited to see what you actually thought of it. But before we go into all of that, when she first approached you and was like, do you think you ladies would ever be interested in learning mahjong? Did you think that it was the game that we used to play on the computer when we were kids?
That's come up several times, and I didn't honestly that thought didn't cross my mind, but I know almost everybody we've come across that doesn't know mahjong has said that, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so, yeah.
That's literally what I thought it was going to be. I was like, I love mahjong. I never even considered it being a hobby. Let's do it.
Yeah. And for our listeners, it's nothing like that at all. But I do think it's something at least people are aware of that game and know kind of the name and everything, kind of what the idea of it, I suppose.
Well, if you've ever played a computer game, you know that there's tiles and you know they have these beautiful, characters or cracks on them, and such, and bamboo images and stuff like that on there. So you utilize the tiles, you just use it in a very different fashion, right? And it's this whole it's almost kind of like a dance, honestly. Yeah. And I even think it's named after a dance, the Charleston, whenever you kind of set up the game and get it all together. But okay, so I want to talk a little bit more though about you trying this as a hobby, because we've kind of pretty much established that you figured out several weeks ago that you're very happy with your 10-minute hobbies once a day, and it's usually around walking or yoga. So when they approached you and asked if you wanted to play mahjong, did you have any hesitations at all, or were you?
No,
really
not at all. I had no hesitation because I'm not stuck on just doing the same things all the time. If the opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely very open to trying new things.
Yeah. Do you typically like trying board games or playing board games?
I do. Actually, yeah, I do. Yeah.
So that's probably
that could be
made it a little bit more open-minded for you.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, do you feel like doing it with me would have made it a little bit more? I'm gonna need some honest answers, Erin. Do you think doing it with me made it more fun for you, or did it make it a little more hesitant for you to do?
No, it made more fun for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. I think too, it breaks down that fear of putting yourself out there and meeting somebody new, meeting Allie in person and doing that lesson with her. I couldn't imagine doing that with anybody else.
Oh my God, I love you.
So now I want to talk about our actual experience of learning to play because I thought it was kind of interesting, you know. I felt like, did you feel overwhelmed when you first sat down, when you started going over like the tiles and the rules and everything? What was your initial reaction?
So my initial reaction, well, at first it came with like a paper, like step-by-step guide. And I think initial step-by-step, I think I totally followed that. I feel that part for me was very much spelled out in a way that I could follow. I don't think I started to get panicked and overwhelmed until the card came out with all of the hands that you could possibly win. It's like an Excel spreadsheet, which you would think I would be totally in because I do like my Excel spreadsheets, especially in my work life. So I opened it and I was like, I like the organization, but then trying to play the game but also pay attention to the hands that were available, that's where I started to be like, like seeing numbers everywhere, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Same. I felt like reading a different language almost, or like learning a different language. Because initially you have to really pay attention. But I agree. I love the way Allie explained everything, and like it was very organized, and like the setup and everything, and it's so beautiful. And the noises are really like
very ASMR friendly. Yes. I very much enjoyed that.
Yeah, so all that's really cool. But yeah, when you get down to like actually trying to make the combinations, like that initially is like, oh my gosh, kind of overwhelmed. But there was a moment when I feel like it kind of did click. I don't know if you felt like that. No. Okay. Well, I was lucky enough to actually win one of the games, and I felt really. I was so excited. It was so fun. It felt really rewarding.
Proud of you.
Yeah,
and super jealous at the same time. Do you know that I'm pretty competitive?
I did know that. Yeah,
you did know that? Okay.
Yeah,
so it was really mixed emotion.
Aww. Sorry.
Not only were like clearly getting it and then won, but also me being like, I'm so happy for my friend for getting this so quickly and winning.
I feel like some of it was luck, you know, because I do think the game it is a little bit of luck. I mean, there's a lot of strategy, but depending on what you get initially and all that. So, but I think that's the other thing I really enjoy about it is it really is like a mental challenge.
It is.
I think that's cool.
Incredibly mentally challenging, and I really personally think I really like that about it. Like I like card games. I used to play card games with my grandmother, and it actually kind of reminded me a lot of the game Rummy. Did you ever play that game?
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of that. So there was kind of a nostalgia hit that it kind of touched for me. But now I feel like it's a competition with myself. Like now, like I'm upset because like I've been trying to play it since. I've tried to get my husband to play it with me. We can't play the full game. Right. We have to do the Siamese version, which is where it's two people and it's played slightly differently than the traditional one. I had to YouTube it to figure out how to play it. But I feel like it's helping me kind of learn the card a little bit more. But I very much want to get to a point, like right now I feel like when I play the game, I'm still like in survival mode. Sure. I haven't got to the point where I can do strategy yet. Yeah. And I love strategy and I want to be at the strategy point. Yeah. So I feel like I'm still very excited about learning it. I feel like I'm challenging myself. I don't feel... I think the strategy piece, I don't think in any of the hobbies I've tried so far there's been a lot of strategy to them. I think it's just been more of like scratching the creative-ish. Yeah, I agree. This one I feel like is more like I really am like having to like just like really work through this and really think through this really hard, and I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, I like that too, and I think too it really helps you be present, right? Like as a game, well, at least now, like you have to like focus and pay attention and be present with the people you're with to play. No, I totally agree. I thought, because if you recall, when we did this, so typically the game is played with 4 players, right? And we had invited another friend of ours, Jamie from SoCal. We actually interviewed her in one of our previous episodes. You should check it out. She's lovely. We had her come on the game night with us, and I brought so much wine thinking it was going to be so much drinking and so much talking and socializing. And I don't even think I finished the one glass I had because I was so laser focused. I was like, I have to learn so much right now, and I have to pay attention. So I totally agree with you. It definitely keeps you very present. I have to imagine that change. There's a shift of that when you get better
I'm
at
sure.
it. Because I mean, if you look at the Bambird ladies, like they run like social nights with this, right? Where they have everybody come to their venue and they play the game, and there is socializing, and it's because they're very seasoned at it. They know what they're doing, right? Yeah. So I imagine we'll get there someday.
Definitely, I agree. I think that's the goal, right? Because it is such a. I mean, I think that's another aspect of it that's so cool is like that you have to have 4 people. It's so social. And I think and having multiple tables going, that energy is really fun and everybody's excited and in a good mood.
It definitely forces that. Actually thinking this through a little bit, it's interesting because I feel like it forces you to kind of be in a community kind of setting, but you could also stay like internal.
Absolutely.
That same way,
it takes the pressure off because you guys are all focusing on something. You're not having to small talk or if you don't want to, you can just focus on the game. Yeah. It definitely breaks down that barrier of if you're more of an introvert.
I feel like that's a really good game for introverts actually. And I think it's a really good game for those who are like really into like those like Excel spreadsheets and really into like numbers, like running those things. Man, and even just aesthetically pleasing. Like when we were talking to Allie, she was talking about how she really enjoyed like the tablescape of it and really designing the table, which I could see the people who enjoy creating like tablescapes or enjoy hosting could really gain a lot from like having a game night with this game. And honestly, this game really scratches the itch
for a lot of things.
Really, anybody who's interested in trying to find a hobby. I'm just saying it's a little difficult in the beginning, but if you like a challenge for yourself and like something that is kind of starting to kind of have a moment, right? It's kind of getting really popular in the area. I think it's a really great game to get on. And like you said, Bambird Boutique has amazing tiles that you could jump in and check out their stuff.
And I think too, because it's having such a resurgence, you could definitely, I think a good way to experiment with it would be to take a class if you can find somebody locally, because that was like a really fun thing, and you don't necessarily have to invest in the tiles, you know, and do all that. You could just do a class to start with.
Absolutely. Grab a couple of girlfriends, find a tutor. There should be one in your local area. If not, reach out. We'd be happy to connect you with Allie, who could connect you, or Bambird, who can find you a tutor in your area. It's a great one to try. Highly recommend mahjong. And I really enjoy doing it with you, Erin. It was really fun to
it was fun.
be competitive with you and lose. Didn't enjoy that part. Actually, I've yet to win. Even when I play at home, we just keep ending up with like all the tiles are gone. I'm like, I know I'm doing this wrong. Why is nobody winning? But I did enjoy trying to do a hobby with you. And honestly, if we could try to do a couple more like that, I'd really like to try some more hobbies.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what they are yet, but
we'll figure it out.
I may be asking you to try to do another one.
Sounds good. No, I agree. It was super fun, and I really appreciated all of the challenges and joy from it. I felt like it was really,
I just really appreciated the girl collaboration with it. You know, like we had these 2 women who started a company built around building community among women, who then reached out to a local woman, not even in their area, and then connected her with us. And it was just like total support system.
It's amazing.
Oh, these ladies like hobbies and have a podcast about it. Have you ever tried this hobby? No? Well, let's connect you with somebody who could teach you how to do it. Let's talk about it. It was just
really cool.
It was a very... it was a very big moment for me as far as where we are in as podcasters and like building that community of having somebody kind of jump in and be a part of that networking system. It was just really kind of humbling, honestly. It felt really awesome.
Yeah, it was very generous, and we all need more of that, like community building and
just
supporting each other because. I think that's what it is. That is what it's all about, right? Is just supporting each other and connecting and feeling like you're part of something.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. I'm going to hold your hand now.
Oh, I love you. Well, we hope that you enjoyed this episode talking about mahjong, and if you're interested in it, hopefully you find a way to try it out. We've definitely posted some videos about it already.
I mean, we've had 3 podcast episodes. Now are you not getting the mahjong?
But join us next time on The Art of Hobbiness for more talk about hobbies and self-care and finding happiness. Catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to The Art of Hobbiness. Be sure to leave a review and rating. And for a little extra Erin and Tam fun, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Pinterest for behind-the-scenes footage of our journey to find happiness.